An introduction to the maximum period of use and holding fees under the 2022 SAG-AFTRA Commercials Contract. Hey there. Have you been wondering how the 2022 SAG-AFTRA Commercials Contract changed how the maximum period of use is calculated, how holding fees are paid and applied, and how non-consecutive use cycles work? Well, stick with me and find out how. With the 2022 Commercials Contract, the length of the MPU hasn't changed. It's still 21 months. However, the 2022 Commercials Contract did change the start date for the MPU. Previously, the MPU for the commercial started on the first day of employment of any on-camera principal. Now, the MPU for the commercial starts 13 weeks from the last day of production, excluding recalls and retakes, or on the first use of the commercial, whichever occurs first. Why is this important? Well, this change to the MPU start date provides necessary time for post-production, which means a commercial can be completed without cutting into the 21-month use period as much as it did previously. Next, we'll talk about holding fees. Holding fees are paid in order to hold the performer exclusive to a category of products or service in order to use a commercial in non-consecutive use cycles. A holding fee is equal to a session fee, and the session fee also serves as the first holding fee. An advertiser or agency then has 13 weeks after the last production day to initiate a use cycle. If no use is initiated, a holding fee is due to the performer. Thereafter, a holding fee is due every 13 weeks and is paid and credited against the use cycle. Holding fees may now be credited against all media types. All right, our next topic, non-consecutive use cycles. For commercials produced under the linear and linear plus digital side of the contract, which includes streaming, holding fees are automatic. As a result, non-consecutive use cycles are always permitted. For commercials that fall under the digital-only side of the contract, which includes traditional digital and gaming, augmented reality or AR, virtual worlds, and emerging platforms, but not streaming, holding fees are not automatic. As a result, non-consecutive use cycles are not automatically permitted. For traditional digital, producers can only use a commercial in non-consecutive use cycles if they pay holding fees. For gaming, AR or virtual worlds, and emerging platforms, holding fees for non-consecutive use cycles may be freely bargained. For commercials that will run on linear or linear plus digital, here are some examples to consider. So imagine the final shoot date of a commercial is June 1st. An advertiser pays the holding fee for the next fixed cycle on September 1st. They then purchase 1 year of national cable on September 15th. The September 1st holding fee is applied against the September 15th use payment, and the next holding fee would not be due until the following September 1st. Here's another example. The final shoot date of a commercial is again on June 1st. An advertiser pays the holding fee for the next fixed cycle on September 1st. They now purchase 4 weeks of national cable on October 1st. The September 1st holding fee is applied against the October 1st use payment, and the next holding fee would be paid on December 1st for the next fixed cycle. In simple terms, this means in order to retain the rights to use a commercial during the MPU, a performer must receive a holding fee every 13 weeks after the first fixed cycle. Those holding fees are then applied against all use, regardless of cycle length or media type. These changes to MPU and holding fees apply to any commercial that commences production under the 2022 Commercials Contract on or after June 1st, 2022. These changes do not apply to commercials produced under the traditional contract. Additional holding fee examples can be found on the Joint Policy Committee website under Educational Materials and on the SAG-AFTRA website under 2022 Commercials Contracts. We really hope you're able to walk away with a bit more knowledge about the 2022 Commercials Contract and the changes made. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about these terms or anything related to the new 2022 Commercials Contract.